A senior Republican on the Senate Foreign Relations Committee tells One America's John Hines about his concerns that YouTube is banning conservative speech, referring to the name of the alleged Ukraine whistleblower. Here's that report from Capitol Hill.
YouTube has removed a clip of Senator Rand Paul speaking on the Senate floor, citing concerns that he named the Ukraine whistleblower. One America News spoke to Senator Rand Paul about this and the implications it may have for free speech. Take a look. YouTube has banned some comments you made, actually, as I understand it, from the Senate floor. What seems to be going on?
You know, I was of the opinion that I thought things you said on the Senate floor were protected by the speech and debate clause, were open to the public, and it was a way of expressing your opinion. And if YouTube decides that they know better than the Constitution, they know better what speech should be heard and what speech shouldn't be heard, I don't know, that's worrisome. And I've been one who actually is not for breaking up YouTube or censoring YouTube. They're a private company, but it gives me pause that they say, oh, we're trying to be fair to conservatives, and yet they're going to ban speech from conservatives. It's also unfair because they say, oh, you named the whistleblower. I don't know who the whistleblower is. Adam Schiff says he doesn't know who it is. The president's people say. Everybody says they don't know who this is, but if you name any people that were part of the National Security Council that were plotting to bring the president down years in advance of the impeachment, all of a sudden you're not allowed to talk about that. So that means you're not allowed to talk about the origins of the impeachment and whether or not anybody was acting unlawfully, because they've sort of banned. It's kind of like saying, oh, when they started investigating the Trump campaign, we're not allowed to talk about Peter Strzok or Lisa Page. We can't mention their name. But nobody would say that. But all of a sudden with impeachment, we're not allowed to talk about any of the names of people who really, I think, were at their job 9 to 5, supposed to be working for the country and the president, and they were plotting to bring the president down.
Now, as I understand it, this was you were on the Senate floor asking the Chief Justice why he did not read your question.
Initially.
And this is the exchange that they banned, in which you did not mention the whistleblower. Is that correct?
Right. So initially during the trial, I sent a question to Chief Justice Roberts. And this isn't the first time I've had a question for him. I had a question for him a couple years about Obamacare. I think he may remember that question, and he's not too excited about another question. But in my question, which I later said on the floor, I just mentioned 2 names. I don't accuse anybody of being the whistleblower. I don't allege anybody's a whistleblower. I just say these 2 people work together at the National Security Council. Sean Misko, who now works for Adam Schiff, and a guy named Eric Giramella. And I don't know if either one of them or any. I don't know who the whistleblower. Adam Schiff says he doesn't know. I don't know either. And but we shouldn't be prohibited from then discussing the origins of how the impeachment process got started.
Potentially chill public discourse.
I think so. So I think we have to be wary of this. And if YouTube doesn't want to get a reputation for this and doesn't want to lose business from, look, half the country is conservative or right-leaning. If they don't want us to use their venue, if they don't want us to use YouTube, that's fine, but they ought to be careful about what they're doing, particularly when they're censoring speech that is said in a public forum that the Constitution actually defends all speech on the Senate floor, not just speech they like, but all speech. And even if they are so over the top about this whistleblower thing, they need to read what was said, because I never said anyone was a whistleblower. If anything, YouTube is now saying someone is a whistleblower. So, you know, they're violating their own standard by now confirming that somebody is a whistleblower, and I've never alleged that. So think about the irony of this. Chief Justice Roberts does the same thing. By refusing to read a name, they're actually confirming to everyone who the whistleblower is.
Senator Rand Paul of Kentucky, thank you for talking about American News.
Thank you.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.